If you feel basic, get over it. Hey, Samore Love bugs, you have now tuned into my Bad Girls Club recap. Guys, be sure to subscribe to this channel if you have not yet done so. Also, be sure to share this video wherever you like to share videos, and don't forget to give it that good old thumbs up. So we are here. I had to get into a good place, you guys, because I was distracted a little bit earlier because somebody is using my email from my other channel, well, a similar email, to try to get hair from companies. And I'm like, seriously? What happened to hard work and dedication? Now you just trying to like go through things the easy way? But yeah, I'm not gonna make this video about that, but it just was kind of getting under my skin, so I'm gonna find a way to get them down like real quick. But yeah, it's a process, but I'm working on it. So anyways, here we go. We have, let me tell you a little disclaimer before we start. Suha and Hanan, I be getting them confused sometimes, so I might end up switching up their names. You guys can correct me if you do catch that I do that. Now let's give our shout outs real quick before we move on. Shout out to D Young TV, who has a gaming channel and was kind enough to comment on my last video and check it out. And also to Hershey, what is that? Hershey Kiss. I don't know why they allowed jumping again this season. I get tired of the millionaires and wish they'd go home. They are not bad girls. The producers really dropped the ball this season. Yeah, this season, I don't know, it wasn't as good as like some of the previous seasons, because we had some that I was just over them from like the first sets of people that came in. But this one, I kind of was into it a little bit when Diamond and what's her name was there, because it was kind of juicy because they had a little secret and everything. We was trying to figure out what it was. But now that the mystery is gone, it's like, I'm kind of over this. I'm ready for the reunion, and I hope they bring back Diamond and what's her name so everybody could try to crucify them. You know, because you know everybody's going to go in, and they probably going to have a few things they want to get off their chest as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this recap. It's probably going to be kind of quick. I mean, it didn't really start spicing up till like the last 5 minutes of it. So Kristina, she was upset because she now realizes that someone ripped up her money. And Jaime and Jazmyne, they were just like, it wasn't us, we didn't do it, we wouldn't do something like that. And Asia, she's starting to realize that these two girls, they only get bucking crazy when they're drunk. So she's not even paying them any mind anymore, like paying them any attention. Kristina's father, he speaks to her on the phone, and he's disappointed that when he comes, he's not going to be able to see Angela as well. He said that he thought that he was going to be able to be around both of them. But unfortunately, we know that Angela got sent home. But she does let them know that it is going to be interactive. She is going to be kind of there because she's going to be via Skype or whatever. She got that good connection, because you ain't see no skipping or nothing. But then again, they did edit. Like, I doubt it was that short of a session. Jasyne and Jaime, they're hanging with Suha and Hanan, and they're playing on the poles and doing moves. And Jasyne and Jaime's moves wasn't looking too good. And then I think it was Jaime that said, oh, this is the first time I'm doing it, or this is the only move I know, or something like that. And I'm just like, but wait. Didn't both of them say they worked at a strip club or something like that? Was I bugging? I could have sworn when they came in they mentioned that. But I had already said I don't know what strip club would have hired them, because they both look like some busted girls that don't know what they doing with some busted looking moves. So yeah, that was like, I don't know about this. Strippers? Where? Anyways, Angela and Kristina, they have a session, and Angela, she's trying to make Kristina feel, it looks like she's trying to make her feel guilty for her having fun while she has to go back home, because she's like, oh, you didn't even call me to see how I was doing, and you know that I'm all alone. So I'm wondering if she's really went back home, because did they move? Didn't one live with the mom, or was that when they were younger and now they're grown-ups, they live separate lives? I don't really know, but she was like, oh, how she was all alone and things, and she never calls her, and she's like, you know, I know how it could get in there, but I still want you to call me. And she's all like boo-hoo, teary-eyed, and Kristina's just like, maybe I should go home. But at least Laura was like the voice of reason, and she was like, that's not what you're saying, right, Angela? And Angela is like, no, that's not what I'm saying, but I just want her to kind of think about me. I mean, I understand it, but I still kind of feel like Angela, she tries to make Kristina feel bad for who she is. It's like she wants Kristina to be another version of herself, so that they can really like hang out. She doesn't want her to be, she doesn't want to be able to hang out with her and her be who she is, if that makes sense. Asia, she didn't end up bringing, they have like this whole big mother father parents weekend thing coming where they have barbecues and stuff like that. And Asia, she didn't bring her mom because, you know, she has issues with her mom, where her mom was always the bully, and she just feel like her mom's not really supportive. So Amber's mom is there, and she's there for both of them, which is cool. Jazzmyne and Jaime's father, they were all supposed to go to therapy with her father, her mother, which they both don't really get along, and he was just like secluding himself. And then he ends up like turning off his phone, leaving the hotel that they put them in, and just going back home, as opposed to going to therapy like he was supposed to. So they were both just over it, but I think that Jazzmyne took it the hardest, and she was just like, F it, like, you know, I don't even care, and I'm not going to take disrespect from him. So that's it. Someone calls for Suha, and I think it was Asia that answered the phone, and she tells her like, oh, Suha, the phone for you. And she was like, who is it? And Asia's like, I don't do that, like I don't do call service, or some words like that she used. And then Jazzmyne and Jaime, they're hyping it up like, oh girl, you hear what she's saying, she's trying to, like, I'm like, it wasn't even that serious. And then Suha is like falling into the trap and just like, oh no, she better not even. I'm like, oh, here we go, now more beef is being formed. Following that, the ladies, they all go to the club. Jazzmyne and Jaime, they start arguing with each other, which is like weird because they usually argue with everybody else when they're drunk. And I don't know if it was Suha or Hanan. I think it was Suha though. Suha, I think, is the one to blame for most of the things, right? That's the one with the big butt. I think she's the one that's really like outgoing and just really like kind of like the troublemaker. So she tells them that they shouldn't be fighting with each other. They should be fighting with these basic bees over there. So Amber, she's like, but hold on, there's only like 3 of us left, so that means you talking about us. Excuse? She let it ride for a little bit until they got back to the house, and then they all started arguing, and Amber started putting on her little sweats, her little t-shirt, because she like, this time around I'm not getting scratched up, because for the past few fights they've been having, I guess they've been getting scratched up and bruised up and all that. So she's like, you know what, I'm going to be reinforced. I'm putting on my sweatpants, I'm putting on my sweatshirt, and I'm about to be ready. And then I see that Asia was suiting up too, and I'm like, here we go, they're about to get crazy. It's because, I don't know, it's like when they drink, everything that they've been holding on to kind of comes out and they start acting crazy. And then Jazzmyne and Jaime, I feel like they're in there because they want to start stuff. Like, this is like their ammo. Because Kristina was just chilling, sitting down in the steps, just away from all the drama, just chilling by herself. And then out of nowhere, Jaime says, oh, and Suha, Kristina wants to know who ripped her $5. So Kristina's just like, wait, what? Like, where did that even come from? So then I think it was Suha that's like, my sister ripped it up, and your sister sucker punched me, and what? So what? So now Kristina, she's like, give me back my $5. She's like, I'll give you back your money. She was like, it's nothing, I got hundreds. She's like, I want it now, I want it now. So you can tell Kristina's Incredible Hulk, the greenness is starting to come out of her, because you can see, like, she's like, she started to get up now. She's like, I want my money, I want my money. Then she starts getting up in the girl's face, and security guards was right there. They was ready to stop everything, but she still kind of leaped over and hit Suha, and then Hanan hit her. So it was, once again, the jumping. You know, when it's family, it's kind of hard to, I mean, and I don't condone fighting or anything like that, but when it's family, at times it can be hard to see them getting punched, beat up, or whatever. But the right thing to do would be, if they're getting beat up, to pull them apart as opposed to jumping in when it's only one person that's beating up your family member, you know? But of course, you don't always think logically when your adrenaline is rushing and you're in the midst of things. So yeah, they start fighting, and then it looked like the other girls came from upstairs and started rushing down to be a part of it, to make sure that Kristina wasn't going to get hurt, which is cool. So yeah, that's how this episode pretty much went. Pretty quick and simple, right? Under 20 minutes. Alright guys, so be sure to comment down below for your chance to be featured in my next one. Sorry about not being able to do it last week. I had went out to an event for BT and I just got home late and I just didn't feel like doing it, but I watched it though. Alright guys, thanks for watching once again. Be sure to stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.